Boxing King Media. Delighted to be joined by Dom Hunt. Dom, I've not had a chance to catch up with you. It's been, what, a few weeks now? You had the experience of fighting on a Matchroom show. Talk to me. How was the experience?
Oh, it was fantastic. That's what it's about, isn't it? We're in this game for opportunities and nights like that, and you're unbelievable. Like the whole week, the build-up, the walking into an arena like that. That's why we do it, and it was just such a buzz. And like I say, it gives you that ambition to keep trying to work up and get as far as you can for more nights like that, really. So.
Obviously, I've followed your career from, like, you fought on Steffi Bull's shows and the Ryan Rhodes shows. You've done it the hard way. Obviously, seven fights you had prior to that one.
Yeah.
All against journeyman. So, how much was it for for yourself time to literally go from that to boom, I'm fighting somebody undefeated who was 9-0.
Yeah.
Same sort of boat as yourself.
Yeah.
How was that? Just preparing yourself for that.
Well, I knew I'd have to be the best version of myself because I respect Jimmy a lot. I always have. I've boxed on his undercard, and I knew we were going to be one hell of a fighter. He's got a great team in Jimmy Harrington, and like Steph is great as well with us all. And it's one of them. Like, I knew it'd be a seriously hard night, and if you don't put it in the camps and things in this game, and you get found out on the night, and it were just two lads going in there and doing the best on it, and that's what boxing is really. So just two lads giving it the best, and I've always had respect for him before the fight, especially now we've shared a ring for 10 rounds, and I know how good he is. He'll go on and win titles himself. He's a really top class fighter. So
you brought it up yourself there, 10 rounds, having never done 10 rounds before.
Yeah.
How easy or hard was that for yourself?
Yeah, to be fair, I always back my engine. Like, Junior don't take any prisoners on my training. He pushes us every morning, every afternoon. It's serious work, and because he obviously he knows exactly what it takes to get to the top. So he knows how hard you've got to train and put it in. And for someone like me, I think having a quality engine is part of me set up. Really, that's what I do well. Super fit, and that's what I pride myself on. So. There's no excuse not to be fit, is there? If someone's better than you, they're better than you, but there's no excuse for anyone to be fitter than you. So,
I've got to ask you, you will have seen it, I'm pretty sure, the Tyson Fury factor.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury was cheering on Flint, obviously, before the fight, during the fight. Obviously, you must have seen that. What was your reaction to that?
Yeah, well, like I said, the part of I know Jimmy Harrington has a lot to do with Tyson Fury. And the thing is, it's what happens in boxing. It's a small world. You find this in camps. A lot of people know people, and they have their friends to cheer for. And like I say, that's how it goes. It's nothing personal. Boxing isn't personal, is it? And I don't think there's any need to ever. Both camps, my camp and his camp, were really respectful during. And so, yeah, as much as it was funny to see him cheering and stuff, because
Tyson would have watched your fight. So psychologically, were you thinking to yourself, that Tyson Fury is watching this right now? Did that come into your mind? What's he in the fight?
To be fair, all I was thinking about were keeping away from his shots because he punches hard. So that's all I was thinking about, mate. During it was quite surreal because I don't think until you come away from it and it's all over, you appreciate the whole build-up, because when you're in there, it's you're taking it all in, and you're trying to, but you don't really appreciate it until you look back and you think, God, how many people will watch this? And yeah, so it was good, and to see Darren Barrett commentating on one of my fights, it was quite, it's a lot to take in, really.
I bet it is. Obviously, on paper, it was a straight-up 50-50 fight.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I can't remember what the odds were, but I'm pretty sure, having spoken to people, a lot of people favoured Flint.
Yeah.
So how much did it mean to you to obviously make it look quite... You won quite comfortably, to be fair. I can't remember what the scorecards were. What were the scorecards?
I think it was 93, 98.
Right, so I think they have pretty wide, basically. So obviously, you kind of turned people's opinions on the heads. So how much did that mean to you? Obviously, proving a lot of people wrong.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, I haven't. No one's seen the best of me yet, and when we're in a lot of fights, it's just about getting the rounds and getting the experience. So I think, like I say, when being in with a quality fighter like Jimmy, I think that's what brings out another level to your game as well. And I think we brought out a really, I think that was both our best performances so far. I can't speak for him, but I felt like that was the best Jimmy I've seen, because he were good. And I think when you're in with someone who's very good, I think it brings out another level to you. So it's all about, like, for me, just keep progressing fight by fight, isn't it? And just I'm one of them probably people watch me fight and think, oh yeah, he's quite easy to hit, or you know, certain things, or I don't punch that hard. But it's a different ball game when you're in there, and you know, you can, when you watch fighters, then when you're in with them, it's a different world, isn't it? So
It is. You know, during the fight, were you thinking at any point, I could probably stop him here? Because there was times where, you know, you seemed quite strong in there, but I don't know if you backed off consciously thinking about the rounds, or did you just think, you know, I'm going to box my way through this?
well, in my head, it was just kind of, once I got to, I think it was around 7 or 8, I thought, I'm well in control here, and I thought, he's going to have to come out and really try and, you know, go for the stoppage to win. So I'm like, well, I could stand there and try and go for it, but I felt like there was no need to at that point, because he's a dangerous fighter. He punches hard. He comes, you know, he's very good at what he does. And I thought, if I give him a chance by standing there with him, then it brings it back down to 50-50. As if I kept it long, then I felt like I could see the fight out on my terms then. So.
And what did it mean to yourself and Junior? Obviously, you're quite a close-knit team in the gym here. So what did it mean to you guys to walk away from that with the belt on such a big stage?
Yeah, it was good, because like I think during the week and stuff, there were only our team that really had so much confidence that we were going to do it, because I think a lot of people have, you know, watched tape or seen us, or not even seen us, just seen on paper and thought, you know, Jimmy's going to beat me. And fair play, you know, on paper he was probably the favourite, and we knew what we had to do, and it was going to be hard, but we believe, like, these guys would put that much work in, and they believe in what we do, and I knew that if I listened to them, then I'd get the job done somehow, so it was good.
And you did. So moving on from that, so I went to a fight on Saturday night. James Morecroft, trained by Anthony Croller.
Yeah.
He won in a fantastic fashion.
Yeah.
Won an 8-round decision. And I interviewed him at the end of the fight, and he's, in a respectful way, he's called you out, basically.
Yeah.
He wants Dom Hunt for that centre title. So react to that, Dom. What are you saying to that?
Well, like I said, I in my opinion, like, I love watching boxing. I study fighters, and I thought, like, I think he's 15-1, is he? Or?
Yeah, he's had 15 fights, yeah.
Oh, 15, and I thought he'd be above Central Area now. He looks good, and he's doing very well. But I admire anyone's ambition. People are in this game to win titles. So, like I say, I respect him. I think he's a very good fighter, and yeah, people want titles, don't they? And like I say, if I've got something people want, then I'm going to get people asking, you know, for a chance, and fair play. That's what, you know, I did the same, and for the last, you know, to get my opportunity, and I understand why people do the same. So there's, like I say, I respect him a lot, and whatever, yeah.
How are you going to deal with the pressure of being hunted now? So, you know, before you were like hunting titles, trying to fight the next guy up. Now, everyone wants a piece of that.
I keep that underdog mentality in me. I've always been an underdog from the amateurs all the way through. Like now, like I was underdog in my last one, I'll be the underdog in my next fight, because that's how it goes. I'm still learning on the job. I'm made to know. You know, I didn't have an extensive amateur career or anything like that. I'm very much learning on the job. So I suppose, you know, people probably think, oh yeah, he's only 8-0. I've got that experience on him or whatever. And fair play, but like I believe I'm a hard night for anybody. I'm nowhere near the finished article yet, and neither are a lot of guys. That's why we're working his way through the levels, and it's about levels, isn't it? So yeah, it's I'm just keep going, and I'll keep doing my best. And like Junior's in charge, he'll do what's right, and he knows where I'm at and where I need to get to. So.
And just away from boxing, Dom, what is it you do to keep yourself busy? You know, are you working on the side, or you know, what is it you're doing? Boxing a full-time thing?
Yeah, like I'm very fortunate that I've got some really good sponsors on board, and they've helped me do, like, I can do this full time and just give it everything I can. Like in doing as hard, you know, doing the hard fitness stuff on a morning, a couple of hours rest, back in on an evening, get the hard work done again. So that's what it's about. Just I'm in a fortunate position where people are backing me because they believe in me, my team believes in me, and it's just up to me to keep delivering, really. And I'll do that fight by fight. Like I say, I know what improvements I need to get to where I want to be, and I'll just keep working as hard as I can, and that's all you can do in this game. Just keep giving it everything. So.
Sure. And obviously, realistically, to wrap up, are we looking at defence of that title? If so, who, when, where?
Yeah, well, like I said, I have no idea what Junior's got planned. He's in charge. I'd love to. Like I say, I've got Irish heritage, and I'd love to fight for the Irish title. I really would love to fight for the Irish welterweight title. That's something that is a massive ambition of mine. So, whatever it takes to get that opportunity.
Who has that right now?
Pardon?
Does anyone have that belt, or is it vacant?
No, I believe it's vacant. So
Okay.
I'd love to. Like I spoke to a member of the Irish Boxing Board last year, and like I said, I can prove I qualify through heritage, and so if anyone from the Irish Boxing Board wants to let me know how I can pursue that in the right way, please, that'd be good, because I'd love to represent my heritage and win an Irish title. That'd be a dream for me. So
Well, let's hope somebody from the Irish Boxing Board is watching this.
yeah, please, yeah.
So, no worries, Tom. Do you want to tell the fans where they can follow you on social media, and also thank out any sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, well, I'd just like to thank my dad from the Hay Group. I've got some great sponsors on board. Unique Physiotherapy, who've backed me since day one. I've got loads Inox Fabrications, they've been with me from day one. I've got a great team who are with me all the way, so thank you very much for all your continued support, and let's keep pushing on and see what we can get to.
Where can fans follow you on social media?
I'm on Instagram, it's Dom J Hunt, and if anyone wants to give us a follow, I'm not the most exciting on social media, but if you want to see some boxing stuff, I'm on, so thank you.
No worries, Dom. Thank you so much.
Cheers, mate.